everyone. Welcome to series 2 of Entrepreneur Chronicle. For this month, we have Lakshmi Trivedy. She is the founding director of Flexiele, a fast-growing cloud-based Hrms product that caters to local and global companies. For her work in driving innovation with a breakthrough product like Flexiele, Lakshmi had the honor of being recognized as one of the top 100 women in innovation by CII in 2023. And she has also been a part of Goldman Sachs 10K Women Program run by IIM Bangalore for Women in Business. She manages complete operations, including accounts, finance, marketing, HR, legal at Flexiele, and ensures there are absolutely no gaps. Apart from this, she's also a staunch champion of women empowerment and has mentored several NGOs, if I'm not wrong. So welcome, Lakshmi. Welcome to Entrepreneur Chronicles.
Thank you so much, Harsh. And it's a pleasure talking to you guys.
So, Lakshmi, let's begin with a basic introduction of your business. Can you tell us about your HR business process automation software? Like, who does it cater to? How is it relevant today in the the world of AI, the technology world? How is it changing things?
So Flexiele is a cloud-based HRMS, which is catering to global market, and it provides complete employee life cycle software solution right from recruitment till exit. And there are various processes in between, like employees go through their attendance, leave, their performance, their training, their payroll-related queries, their help desk, their travel. So mainly it caters complete employee life cycle in any organization. And along with that, we also cater some of the additional modules which help these organizations in a kind of employee engagement activity. Like we do have a smaller asset management or employee survey modules, which takes care of employee morale, etc. So mainly we are catering to mid to large organizations. And this product is a global. So it is currently used across 10 countries, primarily in India, but yes, these countries do have presence in other countries as well, like Sri Lanka, Middle East, or some of the African countries. So that's where we are catering to.
Can you walk us through some pivotal moment or some event that happened that it transformed into a fully fledged enterprise like Flexiele?
So before Flexiele or conceptualizing this, I was working with the multinationals in HR domain and primarily into learning and training and other activities. So I have used a couple of HRMS or the platforms. So what we found common thing among all these is that there are lack of flexibility in terms of if there is any specific process required in my company, then system would have limitation or it would be charged absolutely high and it will take a lot of time. So while working on HRMS, what we found that lack of flexibility or the affordability was there. So, like any other couple, I would discuss, these work challenges with my husband, who actually was heading IT company, HR technology in multinationals again. So he also shared that, okay, there are applications available, but this challenge is there because either we are paying them too much, time taking is too much, and then we get a customized solution for the company. So I think that was one of the main driving force that we wanted to come up with a good product out of India which provides flexibility in terms of customization to their processes. So when I say flexibility, which means that if company has a specific process, it should be translated to the HRMS also. So sometimes what happens in the system available in market, they have a fixed solution and you have to mold your policies or processes according to that. So we wanted to cater to this problem. And of course, affordability and product out of India is another driving factor. That's how we started this, and the name interesting is Flex. We wanted to come up with a giant application so that it caters the complete employee life cycle of a mid to large organization, catering to companies who have various vertical across various geographies. They should be able to use this application. So elephant size application, and it is flexible. So that's how the name Flexible Elephant, which is Flexiele.
That's a really interesting story behind the name. Yeah.
And also, of course, elephant is wisdom, elephant is scalability, elephant is robust. So these are some of the key features of our application. It has intuitive intelligence, business intelligence. It is scalable. It is robust. It's solid.
how long has this been going on? Like, how old is
Okay,
the
sure.
company?
So we conceptualized somewhere in 2009, but we registered it in 2010. And we've been fortunate, or say we worked towards it, so that when we got our first client, we registered with our first client, which means from year one, we are a profit making company, and we are growing slow. But yes, it's a slow growing like elephant, walking slow but steady, and long living application.
Yeah. I'm sure in the past 14 to 15 years, you had your fair share of mishaps and achievements. What are some of your key milestones and achievements that you take pride in with Flexiel?
So, of course, when we started, as I said, one of the milestone was itself that we registered with our client, which has employee size of 17,000, which means across their various legal entities. So we had our first client with 40 legal entities and 17,000 employee workforce. We started with smaller module, of course, not the full-fledged HR ERP, but yes, gradually we kept on adding modules, and we could add clients from various vertical. And we've been participating in event like G20 or in between. So uh, these have been some of the milestones which we appreciate. And another important thing what I would like to highlight is not only been a journey of growth for us, rather for our clients also. So one of our garment manufacturing, it's a second biggest garment exporter from India. So they were facing when they started using our application, their blue collared workforce, especially unskilled women, they could start using our application through a kiosk machine where they don't need to be literate. They're absolutely illiterate. They just use some of the emojis for their attendance, and if they are facing any harassment issue or something. So to enable blue collared, ground level women workforce, so that they can, kind of stand up against any harassment, or that they're, all the processes. This got award to this one of our client in one of the HR forums. So that is again a big milestone for us also. That it's a very good feature which where we could help at a grassroots level uh, through our system. And this could be one of the reason. Other milestones could be like, okay, showcasing our product at a various platform. These could be one of the thing. Yes, and from where we started from a typical servant room setup, like we say garage or something. From there, buying product in our car and stuffing them, and bringing to office, and then decorating our office ourselves for employee gifting and all, to now where we can manage all these things and outsource. We
Yeah.
are able to take support of smaller organization. So I think this is one of the again another milestone that we have been able to achieve, starting from that place to the place where we can have employee, as well as we are catering to various taking services of various women run businesses in our processes.
Okay. And to manage all these activities, how many employees are currently there in Flexiel?
So we have again, our product is very good. So we have around 50 people in our team. The reason why we keep this lean size, because we have a zero sales team. It's a
Okay.
surprise. It's not a very good thing to proud of also, but this is how it has been happening. We have a zero sales team.
Yeah.
Product has been selling on itself so far, absolute 100% recommendation. But yes, it doesn't mean that now our objective is to increase our sales or the marketing team. So as of now, team comprised of technical team, functional team. We have a dedicated customer support. So it's account management system, not like
Yeah.
a 24/7 customer care kind of system.
Yeah, that makes sense because we are also a very small team at We Storytellers, but we do not focus on sales. Our product is really good, so I can understand
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So primary reason being, when you are a bootstrap, we deliberately kept it bootstrap because this was idea out of passion, and then that lot of quality and all, the autonomy we wanted to keep. So reason being, when you are bootstrapped, finance is one of the main challenge, and that's why we have not been able to invest in sales or marketing. But yes, now since our team is stabilized, our product is stabilized, we have some momentum in the market. So our focus for coming years will be on sales and marketing and branding part, of course.
You said that you bootstrap, there are financial challenges. I'm sure in the initial phases of your business, you had a lot of challenges that you faced, just like any entrepreneur would. So, are
Yes.
there some interesting incidents or any event that shaped your early experiences, or how did you overcome those challenges in the initial phase?
I think initial challenges are first, of course, you don't have funds to pump in to build a brand and to capture the market. That has the challenge from day one till now. But yes, I think that has been one of the reason that some places we were not given the project only because we were a small or less known player in the market, although the product was liked by the company. So these
Mm.
kind of challenges are there. Sometimes that okay, because again we are not invested company, so people do not want to kind of that take a risk being working with a smaller company. So these kind of challenges were there initially as well as still continuing. Although we've been able to kind of build some brand in the market, it's absolutely word of mouth references we get it. So I think funds have always been the challenge. Yeah.
Okay. Did you face any other challenges like operational marketing challenges? Because you said you do not have a sales focus. So how was it that you managed reaching out to people?
So, as I mentioned, so far it has been word of mouth, not only from our clients, even our employee who moved to some other place. They are our brand ambassador. So we ensured that this team has been built with a lot of passion and sincerity. So our clients are important, but equally important is our team. So my and we take pride, like you were talking about some of the things we are proud of. So along with that, our clients and our solution, what we are proud of is that we hire from good institutes like interns from IITs or these places, and uh, of course they work with us for shorter time because we can't afford them to have a full-time employee, but they join us as an intern. But when they go at a bigger place, they remember us, or they kind of take pride in coming from Flexiele. So that has been one of the another achievement what we feel. So our employee has also been our brand ambassador, and of course clients and ex clients and all this. That's how we've been managing. Of course,
Yeah,
we do some, kind of efforts in marketing, branding. We are doing that, but yes, not that much which we should be doing.
right. And there would always be the risk of, did you ever face that challenge that where you felt that I don't think this is working, maybe we should shut down? Because as an entrepreneur, you always have that risk, that fear, no? That, oh, what if we don't get enough business? Did you ever face that challenge?
Luckily, it has not gone to that level. I think
Mhm.
one of the reasons why did we survive 12 years without being growing so fast, what we learned is that keeping our operations cost under check. So we never had like these frills and all. We understood that our employees are important. We provide them a very flexible and trusting and growing work culture, but at the same time, we do not splurge like on clients or on. So what I can say, we could understand that if we need to run in a long term, if we need to survive in long term, operational cost has to be kept under check.
Yeah.
So we never faced this bottom, that a rock bottom situation so far, touch wood. But yes, again, like, growth has been slow, but luckily, or touch wood, or maybe we were sincere enough for that, that we started this company for a long run. We were never risk taking people that, okay, just splurge everything and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. So we took cautious steps in terms of ensuring this thing.
Yeah. So you took basically calculated risks toward,
Yes.
scaling up and but also not going down a little bit. Right.
Yeah. So
And
I think so. One
yeah.
of the things that, although I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm not a very risk-taking person. I'm a number person. So I'm very much good with finance and accounts and future planning and forecasting. So I think that has been one of the factor that we never face such challenge.
Considering the dynamic nature of your industry with technology coming in and HR
Yes.
processes being transformed every now and then these days because the focus on employees have increased. So how do you anticipate changes and what are some measures that you are implementing to adapt to these changes and sustain in this industry in the coming years?
Technology is changing every 2 3 years. So that has been a challenge. Like when I said we started 12 years back, we have changed the technology of our application 2 to 3 times in terms of like revamping or recreating the whole application using different technology stack. Because when you start, you don't understand, I mean, you select a certain stack, what we call in a technology, what kind of application tools you're using to build your product. So ever changing technology, we have been changing our product, we are upgrading our technology, and now with AI coming in picture, AI is AI coming in picture. We need to be ready with that, and so much that forecasting or employee behavior has to be captured. So we are not only focusing on upgrading our application in terms of tools. We need to be intuitive enough, given the uh, requirement changes these days. Like people want AI based recruitment, a scanning of employee morale, employee engagement, and especially after COVID, again, it's not only companies do not want to provide just the HRMS, they want to provide a human or employee well-being program also. So we are kind of focusing and we are targeting that also, so that we do not lose out in this changing time. So we understand that part. So we need to keep on upgrading our technology, ensuring that learning part is continuous. So for us, it's always learning. My team is always continuously taking training and understanding the market challenges. Our clients are good that they keep on sharing their. We have a regular checkpoints with our clients where they help us what is going to be the future trend in HR technology, or what is their expectation from us as a technology company. So that's how we kind of try to be on the toes.
Right. So, and I think this conversation would not be complete without bringing in Gen AI, Chat GPT in the picture.
Yeah.
So, I would just like to briefly know if how Chat GPT, Gen AI has impacted you, because I have seen softwares, HR softwares using integrating Chat GPT for their search functions. And how has it impacted you? And do you see something going forward with Gen AI?
Yeah, so in fact, of course, we need to start looking into that. Like so far, how we did, like with the changing technology. Now we have also integrated this WhatsApp onboarding, which means like earlier people would send their documents and mail, and also now we have also integrated that WhatsApp related, like you use in banking and all. A lot of tasks are taken care through the WhatsApp itself. So we have also incorporated that AI and Chat GPT, not right now, but we understand and we are seeing how we are going to leverage that.
Lakshmi, I also would like to know if there are any lessons. Of course, I'm sure you have learned lessons along the way on your entrepreneurship journey. Would you like to share some of those with future entrepreneurs, budding and aspiring entrepreneurs who are wanting to, enter their foot into this industry? And in general, lessons that you have learned that have shaped your life and business?
I think we're learning each day. Couple of things would be that one is that be true to your passion or the principle, like why you what I feel or anything else. Uh, like you true to that, be true to that. Other thing would be, I believe, in terms of leadership lessons, I would say I believe a lot of in empowering your team, immediate team. It's not that you are empowering them, rather you are empowering yourself, so that a lot of work is taken care by team. So, like if I'm managing finance, accounts, legal, and HR, and multiple like 5 to 6 vertical, I cannot work on without delegating. So one is that build and empower your team. And when you are empowering your team, you need to be trusting also, and you need to accept that they will going to fail also. They are not bringing in experience like you do if you're working in the workforce. So while giving accountability, you need to be ready to accept that they might mess up completely. So in that situation, you should be able to come upfront and take the ownership and sort the mess. So be prepared to clean the mess always. But at the same time, just in fear of that they would make a mess and let me do it myself, I think I'm the one who would allow them to make mess, and I'm ready to clean that up. So that is one leadership lesson I learned. Along with that, I think one is that, as I mentioned, that in terms of business or anything, keeping your operational cost under check is very important if you're looking for a long run. So avoid frills, stick with basics, then focus on the product and people rather than the frills attached. Some of the things.
Right. And as you said that, just focus on the people rather than the thrills attached. I also want to know what motivates people in your team. What motivates you to, come in day in and day out at Flexiel that I want to do my best? Or is it something like that? What is the motivation behind that?
So one is that, of course, it's our kind of baby a product when you start a venture. Besides that, because when I see my team motivated enough, that gives me motivation. So, I need to be ready for my team, and in, facing clients. So these things are which kind of motivates me, especially our team. We try to keep a very healthy work culture. We have, although we are working from home, but we try to have all these employment engagement activities. We conduct yoga, mental health, physiotherapy sessions, and all possible kind of session online, and celebrate all the important milestone of our company or people. So a good team is definitely a good motivator for me, because I look forward to work with them on a daily basis. Clients sometimes not, honestly. Sometimes you know that, okay, there's going to be a ruckus. So,
Yeah,
but you need to face that since you got
right,
into it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And if you have a good enough team, you can go along in the long run as well. So, yeah, last but not least, I would just like to know what is your vision for the coming years? Where do you see Flexiel going? How are you taking it there?
Sure. So as I mentioned that we have a global product, and as of now we've been focusing in India, although
Mm.
some of the companies do have presence in Southeast Asia or Middle East and African countries. But now our plan is actually expanding to European market also. We in fact have registered one office in Europe very recently. So our plan is for bidding all these projects across Europe and then move to other markets. And of course expand in India itself, because our employee size is mid to large organization, and as India next 10 years is going to be India's
Yeah,
economy, so we need to kind of grab that. That's
yeah,
the plan. So now the whole plan is to grow. That's all.
right. Yeah.
Take it to the next level. Sure.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. I think from me, I feel I have a lot of lessons from your entrepreneurship journey that would be definitely helpful for our audience and for all the people who are on their entrepreneurship journey. Is there anything else that you would just like to share with us about your journey? Any story or something?
I think one what I like is that, of course, whatever you are doing is fine, but do associate it with some social cause also, along with this core business you have. So that gives me happiness and sense of achievement. So
Right.
we've been able to kind of, not at a smaller capacity, whatever capacity. So I personally believe in women run businesses or NGOs. So that's how I've been associated with the last, I think, 10 years or so. So in whatever capacity, um, empower people, not only women or someone, just your team, your youngsters. So that gives me a lot of sense of achievement when we work, because we work with a lot of young people, like really young people, hardly 20, 21 years old, who join us. So there's a lot to learn from them, yet there's a lot we can provide to them also. But it's
I
lovely
think
talking
that
to you, Harsh. It's been a very pleasant conversation, and you have
it's
such
very
a
nice talking to you,
bright
Lakshmi.
smile that that enlightens the whole ambience. So
Yeah, thank you so much. Was lovely talking to you as well. I think I got a lot of insights from your entrepreneurial journey, and I look forward to seeing you again, talking to you again, having a good conversation.
anytime.
Hopefully, meeting you somewhere.